Wow, that was super glitchy. Okay, we're back on, I believe. Okay. My reference camera, if you will, is dead. Or phone. Let's be honest, it's a phone. Okay, let's set this up here. Yeah, that's totally like out of commish for the moment. So let's tighten this back up. By the way, I do have a major complaint, concern. It is so terrifyingly easy. Let's make sure the sound's up here. Okay, it is so crazy easy to accidentally flip the camera unintentionally without, I guess, the Streamlabs remote setup. We're gonna have to save the doll for another time. Because it's daytime, you know. Cursing people is kind of really more my jam at night. So we're gonna get rid of this and we're gonna actually get back to work. Let me put this away. Oh, I have a feeling. Okay, surprisingly the dolly is not that hot considering the fire that was there for so long. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, I just saw that comment when I went into the control room to see the quality of the stream. Why is everyone so obsessed with his junk, you know? I'm trying to take the high road, and, you know, I'm not going to bash him or praise him in that way at all. Like, who cares, you know? It's really not that interesting. You know how Oprah has these lenses or something that make her look thinner? Well, at one point, when she first had it come out, it was a very new kind of technology, and you couldn't tell right away, right? Because it was very subtle, but just enough to be like, oh, she lost some weight. Except if she had like a very thinner, you know, actress or guest on her show, they would look like really weird. So that kind of was the giveaway. One of the reasons Oprah had to have that was because, you know, she's a major spokesperson for Weight Watchers or one of those, right? But she never lost the weight. Not for long anyway. But she's a billionaire, so whatever. But anyways, think of that, okay? Or remember when the iPhone had this feature on the lens and the perspective and the aperture, what have you, and it could elongate things, it would create depth that wasn't there. We'll just leave it at that. So the camera can add 10 pounds, it can also take 10 pounds away. You know, who cares? Honestly, who cares about his dog? Really, who cares? I will say that it's not nearly worth anyone's trouble for the trouble that he is. That's my opinion, so. I'll also say that I think he's incredibly selfish in bed, and that's about it. I have no more to say on the matter. Let's see how the frame's looking. We're getting some daylight here, so hopefully we can turn off these extra lights. Okay, maybe I need to move this back just a little bit. Okay, so as you may notice, I'm painting this board, which is kind of lame, but between like next week and the end of the year, there is no extra money for anything. And at the bottom of the fence, I really want to continue with the uniform consistency. This has way too much silver in it, so we're gonna probably Dremel some of it down. But I think it'll look better if it's kind of similar, you know? So that's what we're doing. I had other cut pieces, and when I tried to remove them off the board that was already made, they split because either they're old or I did something that fucked them up. So we're having to make pieces now because I really can't spend the extra money. So yeah, that's where we're at. I did find my drills, by the way, for anyone who hasn't been here since last night. Yeah, okay. Let me just, I'm gonna kind of clean up the mess a little bit here. Chat Andy was okay, but I really wish I could figure out how to use the supposed additional voices that it comes with, because the default is like super lame, and we were having issues with that too. My reference additional phone is not on me. Well, it's dead, so it's kind of useless. I suppose I could plug it in. That's not a bad idea. Hot charger's over there. This is such a mess, honestly. I'm so frustrated. Give me a sec. Guys, we're back. Thank you, by the way, for the update on the quality, Kate. I really, really appreciate it. I do apologize for the phone tag earlier. All good. You're the homie. Really, really appreciate it, because obviously it was nicer when we had tech support, right? I'm going to be bitching about this until the kinks are figured out. That's just how it's going to be. But you know, there was a huge advantage to that. Like, I could just focus on the main part of entertaining and performing, or whatever you want to call it, or if I had like a selected predetermined topic, or you know, something more structured, like that was, I could focus all on that, right? It's just me. The struggle is real. Quality, and it's not just because Simp One stole the cameras. Oh no. It is because some of the things it's not in my mind to double check or to just do automatically. So having to redesign the whole production and pre-production process for myself, it will get better, I promise. But your input, guys, is extremely helpful for that. Anyone who's just joining us or was here earlier or whatever, basically we accomplished very little. recently measured this out. It's mostly uniform in size. I gotta cut this in half though. I'm gonna move you guys closer actually. So yeah, we're gonna cut that last board in half. Oh, you can't even see it from here. Right? Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth, my guy? Like, fucking facts right there. And imagination, wow. I don't know who tops that, to be honest. But the crazy thing is, it doesn't take long to see the patterns with his ass. It becomes really predictable. It's the same song and dance every time. But the way that he's still able to still have, convince anyone of anything just blows my fucking mind. His track record or his credibility is like none. So it's crazy when he's able to do damage and convince people, especially large groups of people, of certain things when he does his smear campaigns, I definitely felt the wrath and the most twisted ways that could ever manifest. So, yeah. People were joking about a supposed voodoo doll or curse that they think I put on him. That never happened. But to have fun, I was kind of playing along with that. And people got it all twisted. I don't know. I went on IPT for 2 seconds with my technical issues just to kind of get back in the loop, because I've been under a rock for 2 fucking years. Like, I have no idea what's what, who's who anymore, what they're doing. And it's like the same shit that people say. It's nothing new. It's shit I've heard before. But it's stuff that who put in their heads? You know who. SJC. And what a shocker. That is the same thing he says about every other ex when he's done with them, or when he's smearing them, or when he's going through something borderlines. Well, most cluster Bs do, but borderlines and narcissists really, really, really hone in on this. It's called splitting, where everything is extreme black and white. There's no in between. So they either love you or hate you or whatever over the drop of a hat. Nothing. When this happens, nothing's off limits. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is promised. Everything is just out the window over you. Just the most trivial, like the offense at hand, and their reaction to it is so grossly out of proportion and necessariness or necessity, whatever. Can't talk right now. I don't know. It's just crazy. But the biggest thing is those behavior patterns and that distorted thinking and manipulation. That's all, number one, taught, and number two might be even more important, intentional and premeditated and planned. So it's not just weaponized autism we're dealing with here. We're talking about some crafty, desperate, nothing's off limits, anything goes. Any amount of attention for these kind of people, because I personally believe that he's borderline. I believe he has antisocial personality disorder, because there's additional criteria beyond just borderline that's a little bit more sinister and sadistic than just BPD alone, and maybe just a touch of the autism, right? Maybe a little bit, or Asperger's, whatever you want to call it. But it's more than just that, and he just plays it off like, autism, like, really? Fuck that noise. Okay. So, let's check out the chat here. What's going on? Hey, son. So, working on a fence. I still have all my fingers. Hey. Lost my other glove. Working on the bottom part of the fence. I need to cut that board in half. And I'm ending up having to paint some panels to kind of match. It's not going all that well. Let me get the Dremel heads, because that might blend that a lot better. have these. I was gonna just go buy some planks or whatever closer to that, whatever wood that is. I don't know if that's a silver tone, right? Oh, the camera's over here. I forgot I moved it. I don't know if this is called silver tone because when you cut a few layers or break it in half even, it's like reddish. But I don't think that's redwood. I don't know. And I don't even know if silver tone's more like a stain finish or if it's like a tree type. I have no idea. But buying more lumber is probably not the best idea in the world just because so many expenses are going to come up, holidays, but then my holidays pretty much start between now and till New Year's or whatever. So yeah, gonna have to make it work per usual. How are we doing in chat? Yeah, so we're making a fence basically, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We're using mostly the wrong tools or inefficient tools, dull tools. Rain got into one of my toolboxes, so a lot of rusty tools as well. Please make sure you're up to date on your tetanus, even to view this channel. So I want to finish the bottom part right there, right? And then, here, I'll show you guys this part of the fence. Oh God, it's so bad. Okay, ready? How horrible is that? Yeah, so it's like not looking good over there. So that's kind of the plans today, but honestly, I'm gonna cut myself off from this fence shit by probably 8 a.m. I don't know if the stream's gonna be on or off. Reason being, I am having a plumbing septic issue like no fucking other. I can't even tell you. It's been going on forever, okay? We'll patch the plumbing piping and then that will burst or whatever, and both the gray and the black water leak. And this is on like an incline and it just kind of just festers and it's nasty. And I'm tired of it. I can't tell you how many times I've broken this all down before there was a fence, pulled out all the flooring, pallets, whatever, power blasted it, bleached it, dawned the motherfucker, and it was a lot of work and scrubbing, right? Clean it out, and then only for a couple months later it to happen again. I'm just super over it. So there really needs to be something that fixes it. And if I can't afford to switch everything out, then we'll patch the piping. We'll have a tank that catches underneath where it's leaking, and then an additional tank for the black water, gray water, whatever, but one that I can just roll out to dump, right? But we'll have a new hose that doesn't leak. So we'll patch the hole, have something to catch it, and then have something feeding that directly to another dump tank, if that makes sense. I think that's what I can manage. That's really not going to cost me anything, but it's going to be disgusting taken care of. That's a great question. I appreciate that. Well, to be fair, I do have one available that's been extremely helpful. However, this is a nasty job, and I don't care whether you're a citizen or not, or whatever the situation may be. Which, by the way, Newsom signed something into law where they can get IDs no matter what, regardless of their immigration status. So that's interesting. It is such a disgusting job that it's still not going to be that cheap. And anyone that gives a shit, me and Alistair are reunited. You're not going to see him on stream or social media probably ever, because a lot of the smear campaign and just trolls had a lot to do with our situation for a while, and it really was fucked up. So that's behind us, and I really want to have a nice holiday. His birthday's at the end of the month, and I just don't have a whole lot of extra money, I'm being honest. So we're just making it work. I may or may not cam up my really sad and gross attempts to fix our plumbing situation here, but yeah, we'll see. But basically, I'm fed up with how frequently it's happening, and the smell is so fucking bad that I can't. It's fucking gross. So, all right, let's get back to work. I need my circle saw. I was corrected finally. It is called a circular saw, something like that. So, fucking Fidget. Fidget had kittens recently. They just opened their eyes like last week. Okay, so let me see how the frame looks, because I probably need to back you guys up a little bit. Okay, hi Spider Pig. So there's actually two RVs right here, believe it or not. There's a fifth wheel that's in fairly good condition. A pretty good condition with the seat. Oh my god, I hate how easy it is to accidentally do that. That's really scary. Okay, flip that. Flip it. I have to put a piece of tape over my front camera because I cannot be doxing customers. Okay, yeah, so there's a fifth wheel. That one has plumbing, and then there's a gutted Class A that's just for a closet, because taking apart your closet to get dressed, fucking obnoxious. That's where I'm at. So yeah, the fifth wheel is actually leaking really, really badly, and whatever. Yes, I'm at an RV place, but you can't just like expect or demand help all the time, or ever if you're me. I've been kind of fending for myself with a lot of this, and I don't know. Okay, I really don't like how I flipped the camera just now on accident, so I have to put tape on that. I'm sorry. And then we'll back it up so you guys can see what we're doing. But I'm not gonna potentially put customers at risk because I'm an idiot and I flipped, the camera on accident. So let me cover this. Okay, oop. God damn it. Okay, this might be too sheer. Hold up. Okay, now I'm gonna flip it to test. Oop. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, that works. I mean, you can kind of see my shape, but it's not to where you can make out license plates. All right. Okay, let's back this up a little bit. Okay. There's our frame. There's going to be a lot of industrial tones now that it's about to be business hours. When it gets to the point where it's too much, we'll probably shut it down or whatever. I don't know yet. Okay, so there we are. Why do I keep deactivating or chat? There we go. Okay, we're back on. Really wish I had my other fucking gloves. Do you know how many pairs of gloves I have? And I just... Ugh. Okay. Let's cut the wood. Let's do that. I need to plug this in. Let's stitch apart. Really gotta take this all in because we're not gonna have all this much. We may or may not have as much space as I've presumed overnight. During the day, we're a little bit more confined to the perimeters of the fence, depending. But we really try to stay out of the way of the employees around here or customers, whatever the case may be. That's why I do a lot of stuff at night, to be honest, because I can. It's not like there's sleeping neighbors or anything. And also just because maybe they don't want cameras on during business hours, Especially if I'm at a place where it's, this I can just aim at the fence and tell people don't walk that way. But I don't want to make people uncomfortable if they don't want the camera or whatever. So we shall see. Okay, what's in the frame now? Is that better? Okay. Okay, I still feel like I need to tighten this all up. Okay, that's fine. So, this is what I was talking about. I have, but I cannot find the mic pack. Unfortunately, a new one's like $200 fucking dollars. But just the mic pack, I think I can get for about 80. Oops. So I may try to do that. Yes, I did. Thank you for asking. And I'm probably gonna crash at about 10. The thing is, I have a friend coming into town that I haven't seen in a long time. Really excited about them coming, and the smell problem with the septic and leak, that is of the utmost priority. So, like I said, I'm going to spend maybe 2 more hours on the fence, take a nap, and then I have to figure out the leak issue because it is so fucking gross. Like, it is so disgusting. I wouldn't expect anyone to come here and deal with it. It's so bad, and it's not going to get better. So, yeah. That's kind of still on fire. We're gonna move a couple key items out of the way, and then we'll get to the one fire. Yeah, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to stream the holding tank septic issues because I'm realizing by the time everyone's going to be here and everything's going to be full swing for the shop-wise, 8 something, and I think I have way too much shit in the way, so I'm going to handle that. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, we're good. I really got to keep a tight shot because I'm going to move this just a little bit more. Here we go. All right. Okay, perfect. All right, plug this in now. We're good. And actually, I don't think we really, I think we're good with daylight now, right? So, okay, this we need to cut in half about, and then I'll Dremel it, maybe spray a little silver on it, see if that looks closer. Oh, this is plugged in. That's what I did wrong. There, that should be good. So I don't have the proper, I guess, table for cutting. I either use my metal toolbox, or I do it on the ground. Like, I'm probably just going to do this on the ground because it's not long or heavy. So I'll do this, step on it, and try to not cut myself. Yeah. Whoops. put my glasses on. Okay, I know that. However, being afraid of using power tools and cutting my hand off, least of the worst things that could happen to me, you know? So, why? I can't even find my, I can't find my safety goggles, so glasses seem to kind of work. I mean, you still have your peripherals exposed, but it's better than nothing. You know, keeping guys around because they know system administration, or they know a lot about internet connection, or whatever the fuck, is kind of like some of my biggest problems in life. So figuring all this stuff out on my own, well, not entirely on my own, you guys help a lot too, but being independent of the need for that, I think is necessary for me at this point. So we're gonna try to, I really don't know what the hell it was getting stuck on. I thought I was hitting a nail, but it wasn't. So let's check out my blade. Carefully. I have no fucking clue. Alright, let's try this again. I keep blowing fucking sawdust for days now because I forget to put the mask on or I get annoyed by it. Alright. What is it getting fucking stuck on? Ugh. What the I don't understand. Okay, you know, I'm gonna unplug this just for safety here. I'm gonna get my fucking jigsaw, even that's like a million times harder. That's super annoying. I know it's like kind of old of a circular saw, but what the fuck is it getting caught on? Usually it's just like butter, you know? Any ideas, guys? I agree. I actually love Milwaukee. You are not wrong. I agree on all those comments right there. Okay, sometimes it's like a toss-up between Milwaukee and DeWalt, depending on what the tool is. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. You're funny, right? The anti-tool time right here. Alright, I'm going to get my jigsaw because I don't know what else to do. I don't know. 1 second. So the jigsaw will still get the job done. I mean, it's not like a huge, it's not a particularly thick piece of whatever you even call that, a plank or something. So this should go through it. It's just not going to be as easy as the circular saw. But I don't know what the fuck it was, why it was tripping. The blade was replaced not that long ago. I don't know what gives, but let's plug this in and try again. This jigsaw, not Milwaukee or DeWalt, unless Hypertough wants to sponsor me, then I take it back. It's not new. It's probably newer than that. But I'm going through the Sawzall, or the... Why do I always confuse those, mix those up. The jigsaw, like, I'm going through jigsaw blades like you wouldn't fucking believe. I don't know what I'm going through faster, jigsaw blades or bits in the tops for those guys. I'm just mutilating those in the most fucked up ways. Okay, plugging this in, cutting that. Fucking A. I really am annoyed that I don't have both gloves. Alright. Let's try this again. Look, this is not even straight. You know? It's fucked up. Well, I'm already started right here to kind of, let's straighten that out a little bit. But see how much we're struggling then with that? Okay. A little better, but not much. I could probably take that down a bit with the Dremel. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Fucking A, the struggle is real, bitch. It is real, bitches. Alright. Guys, please let me know if you have any help for me. We don't understand tools. We really don't. Cool, Cynthia. Cool story, bro. No, I'm actually stressed out, but that's whatever. Are we armchair diagnosing people? What is your credentials? And what criteria are you basing this on? No, I'm just stressed out, mostly because of the leak issue. It smells really bad, and I have a friend coming from out of town, and it's like the worst. I don't have a whole lot of money to finish any of these projects, but yeah, I don't know, just a lot's going on. Things are better, so that's a plus. And I get frustrated because I'm a perfectionist. I get frustrated because of how long this takes. I get frustrated of how many times I have an idea in my head, don't know the application process or the proper tools or have access to, whatever the case may be. And then it turns out bad and have to like redo it like 3 more times. Like it's just really frustrating, like, you know? So, where did I just put that? Here we go. We're gonna soften that little nudge right there, that little notch a bit. This attachment is too soft, so let's switch that out. I need something a bit more porous. Alright, I'm thinking possibly what are the diamond metal steel tips or one of the really emery tips. Let's start with this. You can always Dremel or cut more, but you can't Dremel or cut less. I learned that in beauty school. Okay. Oh shit, where's the little, the mini wrench to change the fucking... Okay. Alright, I gotta find that because I can't change the top without it. Oop! Alright, we'll be right back, guys. I gotta find the little wrench thing so I could change that out. 1 second. Might be in my toolbox, but I got it. Anyone just doing this stuff? We'll set that up. You're right back. Sorry for the delay, guys. So a friend of mine who's been helping me with a lot of the work around here, especially keeping the fence upright, for example, I asked them, hey, the septic issue, out of control, I don't know what to do, it's probably over my head. I'm willing to help, but I asked them to think about a price because I think I'm gonna have to fucking pay for that, you know? And yeah, I could go, like someone was suggesting, to Home Depot and get someone to do it, but I can't have all this shit messed up around here, like this, yeah. So they know me, they're capable of the job. I just said, give me a price range and I'll see if I can pay it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to fucking do it myself, which is it's gonna suck either way. Like, honestly. Okay, where's your drum roll? I'm shitting on it? Okay. Literally, if I don't find my other grub in like a minute, I think I'm gonna flip the fuck out. Like, you guys have only seen a couple days of this. I've been doing this for this little project for almost a year, and most of the time it's been completely by myself. I also do it wrong most of the time, have to do it over, or the wind with its wrath will come and knock my handiwork right on over, which is devastating because it's a lot of work to look so shitty. I'll show you the first fence, by the way, in a little bit if we have time. Some of you've already seen it. Yeah, the first fence around the corner from this area is really not even standing. It's like pallet height garbage, and it's not, there's no support for it. Okay, why can't... Okay, I'm literally getting so frustrated right now. I got this on, but now I need to lock it. How sad I always have to remind myself righty-tighty, lefty-loosey every time I'm screwing, unscrewing, reattaching, every time. Okay, that, I don't like it like that logo. The right little wrench thing that I need for this just fits. I don't know what all these random ass sizes are right here, but this is not working. Fucking annoyed. You guys don't even know. Fuck my life. Okay, you know what? Fuck the stupid notch. I mean, there's like not. I mean, look at the bottom of this fucking side, the left side, right? It's like missing 2 inches right there, and then it just tapers down to the ground, and then that's missing. So why the fuck am I bugging out over a notch? We don't have time for that. So let's roll that shit in. Okay. Right? I mean, ayo, weaponized. Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Dimension, that never, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Well, SC, I don't actually have anywhere to put the pole here. No room for it in the place I actually sleep, where I rent a room. Nowhere for it here. So yeah, I'm like 100% missing that situation. It was a good workout. Right, let me get, I think I put the drills in. Let me get those. So as you see, we kind of continued this. We're going to keep it going down that way, but no matter what, at 8, I got to shut it down, take a nap, and then figure out what I'm going to do about the water situation. it is probably dull, my guess, honestly, but we're gonna give it a try anyway. Some of the nails, well, I had to get the nails and screws on this section right here all the way in because I couldn't put this in. Then I got those nails and screws all the way with a few that I just gave up and bent them, so it is what it is. Okay, so put this somewhere here. Oh, it's a little closer. See what I mean? It always gets stuck, so this has to be dull. Alright, 9:12. Oh, I gotta put the other phone on the charger so I can actually see chat. Because right now that's fucking dead. Super dead. Oh, it's actually not dead, but it's like about to die. So we'll put this on the charger. Demolition, I like that. That's funny. Alright, so the nails, those hammers. We're going to see if the width of this nail or gauge, whatever that's called, doesn't split this board like it did the others. May or may not. Let's see. Straight, because I have a habit of missing it and then it going in all bent and fucked up and not doing its job. Where did pliers are stuck in somewhere? 1 second. A little bit, and they need my sexist offensive hammer because that long one I don't have a lot of elbow room right here, so we'll see how this is gonna work. I mean, there's not much further for it to go in, so. Pissing me off. God damn it. I mean, I guess I could use two drills, drill for one and screw for the other, but it's so fucking annoying. Just really anxious because I am really behind on what I would like to be done by now. I don't know. really pissing me off. I can't even tell. Okay, that's in there, so I guess I could hammer it down to be lazy. Like, well, this needs to be hammered down because it's just dangerous. Right? But that happens all the time. And to be honest, I could be hitting another nail, very likely. It could be going at a weird angle. Who the fuck knows? But I think I'm just going to leave that for now. And we need... I want to eyeball that, but honestly, I don't have the patience for underestimating things and doing things 10 times today. I really don't. So let's measure this. I'm going to say it's 4 inches, but I could be wrong. 6 inches. Okay, that's how pessimistic I am. All right. So I don't know that we have a 6-inch wide piece, but maybe we have 4. Whatever. Is this tall enough? No, it's not tall enough. See, I really like the bamboo on the outside of this part. I don't like that gap right there at all. And then kind of this a whole line of fucking nails, so that's not gonna work. Whatever, dude. I'm so over it. That'll do. Alright, let's fucking throw some more fuckers in there right there too. Okay. Nail out this side a little bit with my dull fucking bit. Oh my god, it's literally right now. Alright, we have to find another bit because this fucking crash is so dull. I just learned that when it makes like a weird grinding noise or when it doesn't go in, it means it's dull. Never crossed my mind that could be the problem, but just learned it recently. So we're gonna have to grab some new bits in a second or whatever. Hi, historian. Yeah, well, I did stop nailing it. I did. I'm probably just gonna grab the other drill, so I have one that's set up to screw in the screws, and then I'll have a separate one for drilling. It's just faster that way for me. So yeah, but we need a sharp bit because this ain't drilling shit, I'll tell you that. I don't think there's any bits in here, really. If they are, they're probably dull or something. Let's try this one. If not, then I'll go look where they are normally supposed to be. I also learned about the things that hold it, whatever they're called. The magnetic ones. Those are amazing because a lot of the time I tend to, when I attach it, it's not tight enough and it falls out. And that's possibly one of the most infuriating things ever. So that seems to be in there. Let's try this bit. Reluctantly. Okay, nice. So this one is okay. But that's a pretty big hole, so we gotta consider what size. Well, we could probably do a nail down because that's a big ass hole. Okay. And I feel like that the second nail's gonna have to be angled or some shit because I definitely hit a nail trying to go through there. So I'm gonna grab a couple size nails because I foresee a repeat of 2 minutes ago, like for sure. I have this self-tapping, but I don't, whatever, I still end up having to pre-drill a little bit. The self-tapping only helps me like the littlest bit. not like substantial. Okay, this hole was pretty big, so we'll go with that nail. And then for the other one, we have to put it in at an angle, and then we're gonna have to use one of these two, I think. Honestly, no, okay, so if it has a collar, that one is not a stray, but we do feed the strays around here because we don't like mice at all. I'm a dog person, but Fidget is not a stray. Fidget, come here, baby. Come here, Fidget. The only cat that will come when you call her. Hi, Fidge. Hi, babies. She just had kittens. Ah. Okay. All right. You go get pregnant again, you little stink. Probably already is. The kittens like just open their eyes. This one's going in a lot easier. Okay, I don't even want to touch that one, honestly. Alright, moving on. That worked out. Okay. We'll go for the medium. See if we can repeat history with that. That hole's way bigger than that nail. Whatever, I'm gonna have to refix that or redo it at some point soon, probably. But the main thing, ooh, that's not even properly tucked. Oh God, I can't think right now. The main thing is it's mostly in place and we're inconsistent with the uniform size and whatnot. I'm not loving the drastic change in color, but I can't. Who cares? It is what it is. So let me check the time. How are we doing? Okay, we have 15 minutes before I 100% have to shut it down. And hope that a friend of mine gets back to me with a price range estimate that I can. No, her kittens always are spoken for. Every time she has kittens, there's like a waiting list for her kittens. I'm not even joking. So, no, they're not just roaming the world and starving. No, her kittens are. Literally, I have 20 people who want her kittens, and I only have 3 to get because she only had 3 this litter. But I appreciate it. In any other instance, we totally would. But like I said, there's a handful of strays that come around that we feed, so there's no mice in our customers' vehicles. Some of them are stored here. Most of them are marked to be worked on at some point when they get around to it. But you don't want to give them back their RV with a fucking mouse in it. That's disgusting. And there's a recycle center nearby, so, you know, fuck that. But yeah. No, the cat population is under control. Thank you for your concern. I'm going to move camera, and we'll continue. Maybe I can do some of the base over here, but we're really going to have to shut this down very soon here, guys. Shelters are full. Yes, they don't go to shelters. If there are any litter kittens that we have, they have homes to go to. But all the strays, well, she's not a stray, she's an actual pet. But the strays, we have them all fixed. So she's the only one, she has the birthing license, you know, that we allow. She's the only one allowed to breed, okay? No, what? Okay. Kitties? Thank you. Weaponized. It's, you know, I realize it's not the prettiest fence in the world, but we're working with, we're recycling or repurposing, I guess is what they call it, the materials, right? So, well, you know, whatever. The main thing with this fence was for privacy and security, really. So it became necessary. And had to work with what I had. Honestly, honestly, I think I should put this all away because what do we have? Maybe 5 minutes to do this all. But I guess it couldn't hurt to lay things out and see if we have enough of the base as is. Okay. I guess I could disconnect this light here because we don't need it. We now have sunlight. You only live indoors to take care of your 2 kittens. Well, that's cool. I only live indoors as well. And my Fidget was bequeathed to me by a friend who got a dog. And Fidget was fucking up the dog because Fidget's a dick like that. And then she grew on me, you know? I was supposed to watch her and then find her home. And then I'm like, you know what? She's awesome, even though I'm a dog person. So... yeah, no, I feel you on that. We actually do work with the local shelters and advocate people because we don't want more cats than we can feed, number one, and we don't want the ones, if they have them, to be starving. So like I said, Fidget's the only one around here that's not fixed. But she's a munchkin minx. Like, she's actually pretty highly sought after breed of cat. So like I said, there's a waiting list. 20 people want her kittens, and I only have 3 to give right now. Regardless of that, she will be fixed probably in the next year or so because she's pregnant so much. I think it's just, you know, I don't know. But don't worry. One of my friends, I swear to God, Ultimate Cat Lady. She wants me to send them to Alaska. Like, she wants to pay to put it in a crate and send it that way. I'm like, okay. But I don't know. I didn't even know she was like all rare and special like that. Because I really don't know much about cats. Alright, what's in frame here? They are. If you want to see one of the kittens, I'll go grab it. Or there's 3. I'll go grab one of them. She knows and trusts me well enough. I'm allowed to I can touch her newborns even. Anyone else has to have gloves. But they're about old enough to where she'll be okay with that. One of them, I realized, because Fidget, that's her name, she usually is kind of like her own thing, you know. But when she gets really affectionate, she's either nursing or gonna have her kittens. And she was just nuzzling up in my closet way too much, and I was like, fuck. I had no idea it was going to be that night. I go to the store, come back, it's happening, and one of the kittens was stuck, and I had to help pull it out. It was fucking gross. But yeah, she ended up having 3 this litter. Not that long ago, or within the year, I swear to God, she had a litter. She was still nursing. They were still fairly young. And then one day, she has just 1. And I was like, what the fuck, bitch? How are you still even pregnant? How does that... the gestational time, it didn't make any sense to me. But there was just another one day, and I was like, what the, that was a fucking mindfuck. And that they can be pregnant by a hella different cat daddies, that's also crazy. I'm gonna grab the kittens, and we're probably gonna shut it down, guys. I just want to see, I think we have enough space forward. So that's cool. Because the other side of the fence, it's really not gonna be, it's not gonna extend for very long. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to see how much of this we have. But I'll go grab a kitty for you guys. And then I'm going to have to shut it down because I have a really gross septic issue. They come out blind. Well, or you mean because they can't open their eyes immediately? Or are you talking about genetics? Let me get the kitties. Hold on. I need a flashlight to grab him because she hid them. Okay guys, I could only get one because the other ones, she put them under the couch, which you can access through like a storage door. So she nuzzled up in there. This is one of her babies. She has had 3. And this one's really interesting because it's really solid with a little bit of this striping right there. But it's really cute. And then there's a gray one, and there's one that looks more like her. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you've been here before or you're new, if you'll consider subscribing, that'd be cool. I have to shut it down. Say bye, kitty. Okay, say bye. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. And if you have any ideas, don't hesitate to DM me. All right, shutting it down. Bye.